Good morning, guys. We're here to get ready. If you're new here, my name's Tammy and I pretty much do daily get ready with me's because why not share what I'm doing? If I'm sitting down doing it anyways, why not just hit record? So that's what I've been doing for like the past year. And if you're into this stuff, hit subscribe, hit a like button, say hello in the comments. I try my best to, I either like and heart comments or I comment even if it's like just a hey, how you doing, thank you. Today's palette, I'm thinking, because I've been thinking about this one a lot, only because I've been seeing more and more people, at least on my feed, creating looks with the Huda Icy Nude palette. I do have looks created with this, but I was like, I don't think I've done that many looks with the palette. And I already know why. It's because for me, with this palette, I'm probably getting one of two looks out of it. Maybe three. But we're going to use that today, and that's all I have picked out. I don't have anything else picked out yet. Yum. I made myself a vanilla chai latte. It's currently, one of my go-tos from Starbucks. There's a, I work in a grocery store. We have a Starbucks inside our grocery store right beside the deli. I don't get Starbucks every day, probably like twice a week. But vanilla chai latte is a favorite. Or a vanilla matcha latte. That's probably my favorite vanilla matcha. I like matcha. Alright, so skincare is done. I did that earlier. This morning when I woke up, I was feeling dry around the mouth. I do also have a pimple happening down here. And some spots on the forehead, but nothing, nothing too out there. But skincare is done. I did go wet a sponge. I don't have work today. Yay! Back to work tomorrow though. Sad face. I wish I had 2 days off back to back. That's my preference. I'd rather work 5 days and have 2 days off. And then work 5 days, 2 days off. But you know what they say? It is what it is. At least I have a job, right? So, and at least I get some days off. Alright, it's like, what foundation do I want to use today? There are some that I realize I'm not really gravitating towards, and I'm thinking it's because they're not my favorites. But, and I think that's mainly I was using this one a lot, the Revlon Luminous. This Marcel one's okay, not a favorite. What do I want to use today? Some of them are almost gone. It's like, do I finish using up? How glowy do I want to be today? I'll use this one, the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I do want to use it up. Most of the foundations I have are glowy, or like these two are luminous. I want to use the L'Oreal Infallible one today because I do want to. Yeah, I haven't used this one in a bit. I did place my first order of February last night. I ordered 2 palettes. So that's I'm not ordering any other palettes this month. Those 2 are coming. There is a delivery for today for 2 palettes that I ordered last month. They're not here. I don't know if they're going to get delivered to the apartment today or if we have to go to the UPS store to pick them up. But I had done an order in January a couple weeks ago. And apparently they're out for delivery. So we shall see. But for this month, yeah, I ordered 2 palettes. Very inexpensive. But I did say I didn't want to order a shit ton of stuff this month. Like this year in general. You want to show your hair? She put her hair all up in a bunch of ponytails. I have photos. Last night she did herself up with grunge makeup. Emo, goth, whatever you want to call it. It was kind of funny. I'm gonna use this brush. Oh, Cosmic Brushes. I ordered 2 palettes from there. There are 2 other, okay. Originally I said there was only 2 other palettes from there that I want to get. They have a couple, but we'll see. I ordered 2 palettes that I know I definitely will use, but I've never tried anything from them before. So we'll see what I think about them whenever they do get here. They probably won't get here till later in the month. Other than ordering 2 palettes this month, I'm either going to do a Sephora order or go into Sephora at some point this month. There's 2 blushes that I want to get. 2 blushes and maybe a lip gloss or 2. There's definitely 1 lip gloss I want to get from Makeup Forever. Okay, not bad. It doesn't look glowy though. Has this never looked glowy when I put it on, ever? Just don't mind me, I'm just looking to see if that, right now it's just red. Yeah, that does not look glowy to me at all. Weird, eh? I thought for sure, did this not look glowy on me ever? Maybe not. Or is it because I used a brush? I mean, that wouldn't make sense for it to not be glowy just because I used a brush. Alright, let's have another drink of this. Dang, that keeps hitting me in the face. I was debating... Okay, there's something I'm going to order or buy in store, but not this month. Rare Beauty has... Where are those? Right here. So, you guys know Rare Beauty came out with her bronze contour liquid things. Elf also did. I was gonna pick those up. And I was thinking about doing it this month, but I'm like, no, because I'm still playing around with these ones. So far, I really like the Elf ones. I have Fair and Fair Light. Yeah, this one's Fair. This one's Fair Light. So I use Fair for contour, Fair Light for bronze. I do want to pick up 2 of the lightest shades of the Rare Beauty one. But I was like, because I have these Elf ones right now, I don't want to run out and get the Rare Beauty ones at the moment. Like, I'm just going to wait a little bit. They're not going anywhere. And even if the shades that I want sell out, like, it'll come back. So that's something that, generally speaking, I would be like, no, I gotta go get it now before it sells out. I'm not gonna do that now. It's like, I don't need to. They'll still be there. I was talking to one of my coworkers. Well, I asked her yesterday, I was like, what blush are you wearing? She told me. And I already forget if she said if it was Essence or Elf. I think it was Essence. And I was talking to her about some of the Elf stuff. And she said, Elf is so expensive now. And I was like, yeah, you are correct. Elf is getting expensive. I mean, it's getting up there. It's pretty sad when the Elf products are now like 15. Everything's above pretty much $10, I think, except for like the eyebrow products. Next time I go to Walmart, because that's the best indicator, I will check. But I told her, I was like, yeah, you are correct. Elf prices are definitely higher. I almost said, oh, really, you think so? But then I felt like I would have been an asshole if I would have said that. Because what's expensive to one person might not be expensive to somebody else. I had to put myself in check and remember that. So I was like, yeah, you are correct. But I mean, she is correct. Elf, for Elf being what they are and what they started out as, they are pricey now. So yeah, there's some stuff that she said she would love to try, but she doesn't know if she can justify the price. There was something that she wanted to try. I can't remember what it was, because Elf and Rare Beauty also have some products that are kind of similar. And what was it? I can't remember if it was like a blush or not. It might have been. And I was like, yes, Elf is pricey now, but you would pay more if you got the Rare Beauty one. And she's like, well, if you look at it that way, yes, it's cheaper. But again, Elf is supposed to be drugstore, and they're driving up their prices. But I mean, everybody is driving up their prices. Because if you look at it, like L'Oreal, Revlon, and even Maybelline, at least here in Canada, are pretty much Sephora prices. Like if you were to look at the Sephora brand, look at Tower 28, L'Oreal and Revlon and Maybelline are those prices. At least here in Canada. Because like, there's a lot of time I'm looking at L'Oreal stuff and I'm like, dude, do I want to pay that for a mascara when I just go to Sephora and pay the exact same price for like what was considered a higher end brand? So yeah. And maybe Elf can justify their prices now being a bit higher. They're still not outrageous, but it's almost to the point like, wow, this is outrageous for something that's supposed to be drugstore. And I know everybody will say, oh, it's just inflation and yada, yada, yada. But like, eventually some people are not going to be, people who depend on drugstore to buy affordable makeup aren't going to be able to. Okay, now I'm going to go into the Fair Light shade. So this one was Fair. I use that for contour. And this is Fair Light. And as you can see, crap, I said that wrong. No, correct. So Fair, cool tone. Fair Light, warm tone. Probably should start mixing, but I want to go with this one next. Something that I learned this past week is, as well, not even just the past week, because when people talk, I listen, even if I seem like I'm not listening. But at work, you realize how two-faced people are. So, I said again yesterday, some coworkers, that I'm not gonna, if anybody's talking anything negative about anybody, I'm no part in it. Leave me out. I'm gonna start walking away when people are talking about other people, unless they're talking positive about somebody, because again, I might not seem like I'm listening when people are talking sometimes, but I'm fully listening and listening to people talk about each other behind each other's back, and then when that person comes around and they're like, oh, hey, and no.
The last extra, my hair is still in position.
Oh, that's funny.
I look like one of those Simpson guys.
Yes, you do.
I forgot how painful taking out elastics is.
You're gonna have to wash your hair to get that to go back to normal.
Not really. My hair is magical.
But yeah, there's a lot of teenagers that work in the deli, so I guess that makes sense to a certain extent, but I'm pretty sure some of the adults also talk shit about others. I could care less. I already told them, because one person, I know somebody's been talking about me, possibly two people, and someone said they want to go confront somebody, and I was like, leave it be. Like, I really don't give a shit. I'm there to work, to make a paycheck, not to have my coworkers like me.
Fly because it's fly.
Like if they like me, they like me. You have to wash it, kiddo, to get that to go.
I look like grandma when she says for her hair to fly.
Like who?
The grandma from Crudes when she says for her hair to fly.
Oh, from Crudes.
Fly because it's fly. That's hilarious.
I'm like, what powder or bronzer do I want to use today? I think I'll use the RMS bronzer. I do know too, yesterday I said something and not on here, but I said something to a coworker, somebody else overheard. It wasn't nothing negative, but it's gonna get some people talked to. I wasn't finished really saying what I was talking about though, so I'm just like, whatever. When you say something to somebody, then they take it out of context, or they add on to it, or they make it seem like something that it's not. And I'm just like, oh gosh, here we go. This is a nice bronzer. I'm still playing around with it to see how I like it. So far though, it's nice. It's the, well, it'll be in the description box, but the RMS Beauty ReDimension Hydra Bronzer. Debating if I'll use one of the blushes today. I just don't think they're going to go with this palette unless I use just the neutral blushes, shadows. And then I'm debating like what blush do I want to use. That one's way too pink. Okay, I'll keep this blush out because I might use that one. But I want something glowy. My face does not look glowy. It looks dry. Okay, so let's get into the eyebrows. I'm just going to use my go-to eyebrow product because I know I like it and it works for me. I'm sweating. Maybe I shouldn't have put a darn tracksuit on. Holy moly. So I'm using the Rimmel Brow Pro Micro. I have 2 more backups of this, and I'm trying to remember where I bought it from. I think Shoppers. Walmart does not have it for some reason. The next time I go to shop, last time I was at Shoppers, when I bought this, I bought 2 more, which I have put away because they only had 3 there. Now I'm wondering if it's because they're selling whatever stock they have left of this. I never thought to check Amazon, but maybe Friday. I'll see if it's not freezing out, because we're currently in what I call a polar vortex. I might see if Grace, or just go by myself, wants to go down Shoppers on Friday and see if they have any more. And if not, I'll look around and see what could be a possible replacement. This eye has been twitching since I woke up this morning, on and off. Yeah, I'm working I keep forgetting today's Tuesday. Why do I feel like it's Wednesday, but it isn't? I'm working Wednesday. Stop twitching, I'm working Wednesday, Thursday. I have Friday off. Working Saturday, have Sunday off. So today I'm making I'm making chicken and pork fried rice. And then I'm making a turkey pot pie. So that there's something in the fridge for suppers. Because I'm off at 6 tomorrow, which is a decent time, but I'm not coming home at 6 and cooking. Friday I'm not off till 7:30. Sorry, not Friday. Thursday I'm not off till 7:30. I have Friday off, so I'll cook again Friday. And then Saturday I'm not off till 8:30. So I'm going to at least cook those 2 things today, and then I'll make something else on Friday. If it was warm, I would suggest us doing barbecue, but ideally, I like this. Throw some blush on and mascara. But I also, as much as I like doing eyeshadow, I also just like doing just this. Oh, I was gonna brush my eyebrows out. I don't always brush them out. My skin definitely feels moisturized, but it's looking dull. It does not look glowy whatsoever to me. I need to make sure I go do a load of laundry too, because all my work shirts and aprons are in there. Now I'm starting to second guess if I actually want to use this palette. I will. Man, it's warm in here. There's my highlighting brush. I was like, where is that? Oh, it's right there. I gotta take this down. Okay. I still have to go through this and get rid of the brushes that I don't like to use. Ooh, this is a nice brush. Let's use this one. Today, I need to do my laundry. This is a Morphe TE200. I'm debating getting a couple more Morphe brushes. I'm going to go in the shade Cold Plunge. Going to go in this one and this one. Again, we'll see what happens. I'm wearing all brown today, so we'll see what happens with the eye look. But yeah, I need to get laundry done. I need to wash my brushes. And cook some food. I also want to watch a movie. I'm going to take this shade here, Avalanche. I'm going to go into that. Ooh, that's a nice brightening color. I'm going to put that in here. That's a good way to like brighten up the inner part. You could probably do the same thing with the pink one that's underneath it. Okay, now I'm going to go into First Class, this one right here. Put this in the crease and start blending up and out. Have any of you guys watched that movie, It Ends With Us? All the drama surrounding that now is ridiculous. Apparently, see, this is the kind of drama I'm for. But apparently this morning, some Blake Lively's Instagram account was inundated, or whatever you want to call it, with porn. And then it got removed. Apparently people have seen it, including some TikTokers. They're saying it's probably her PR team did it to get her some sympathy. It's like, man, I really hope she's not lying about the accusations that she's made against that guy. I think his name is Justin. I mentioned it in yesterday's video very briefly, but because I'm tired of people making false accusations against people. You can ruin somebody's life doing that. Like, I do know a lot of people thought at first this was kind of like a joke. Or, like, again, a PR stunt to get people to watch the movie and stuff. But now I feel like... was it? And she took it too far. And now she's got to go through with the whole court proceeding shit. That's pretty. Like, look how smooth that looks. I'm going to go into... High Life. This one and this one kind of look similar, so I'm gonna mix this one with this one. They kind of look similar to me. I'm gonna put that in the crease and then blend it up and out. People are comparing Blake Lively to Amber Heard. I just don't... I mean, I guess to a certain extent it's not our business, but you did put this out there. Like, everybody knows. But, like, what are her claims that he supposedly did? Like, did he actually do something, or did he just say something? Same thing on the other eye. In other news, one of my coworkers showed me a photo yesterday at work with Kanye West and his girlfriend or his new wife. I was like, what the heck? Like, I don't need to be seeing that. I'm like, where's her clothes, man? Like, what's wrong with people? Why are you not wearing clothes? That whole, like, my body, my choice. And when I say that, I'm referring to, like, how we dress. That's fine and dandy, but can you at least, like, keep your privates private? Like... who on earth, like, why would you, whose idea was that? To have his wife dress like that? Did she actually choose to dress like that and go out in public? Or was he like, hey man, hey girl, put this on, this will get us some attention? Like, I don't know. There are other ways to get attention. It's like, if you want to show a belly button, sure, but can we not be showing our assets? To me, that's private. Or it should be private. Alright. And I'm not talking about cleavage, but I'm talking about like when you literally are like, who wants to go outside in a thong? At that point, you might as well just not even put a thong on. No, 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 no. Alright. I'm like debating where I want to go with this look. I do want to kind of go into this shade right here. I am using the same brush. I'm going to put this here. That's pretty. That is a pretty color. So far this is where we're sitting. Don't worry, sparkles will make its way into this look. I'm going to go into Unapologetic. So I'm going to dip into Unapologetic and then this color right here called Oneself. Am I going to use every matte in here today? Probably. We're just going to mix colors and see what we come out with. So putting this on the outer part of my lid into the crease and blending. I know mixing colors and stuff, I want to take whatever's left and run it right here. I know some people don't want to mix a bunch of colors and stuff, but like I said, I don't mind. You can keep it very simple and just use like 1 or 2 mattes, but again, it is interesting to mix the colors like in the pan. I know some people would just do like dab into one, go on, and then dip. I don't. Why not just mix them? It's fine. They're not going into each other, so. Like, I'm not seeing, like, I dipped in this color first and then this, and that color did not stick into that pan, so. I'm just like, okie dokie. Alright. So, same thing on the other eye. I might create, when's Valentine's Day? I was thinking last night, I might do a Valentine's Day look. We'll see, because I don't even know. We don't do Valentine's Day. We never have, honestly. Only because Matt and I are like, we always show our love to each other like every day, so. Alright. Why does it feel like sometimes this eye goes faster? I wonder if it's because I already did it on this side, so I already know what I need to do, so maybe that's why. These are blending so nice. Like, they look soft. I'm going to wipe this off because I want to mix the... I want to go into those two. And kind of just blend around. Just like that. That's pretty. If you don't want to add shimmer to this look, you definitely don't. I'm going to also dip into both of them and put more right there. Still using the same brush. Pretty, pretty. All right. I'm never going to use this shade, ever. That's like sandpaper. I do want to put this one on the inner part of my eye. And then I'm debating what I want to do on the outer part. So this looks like that. And that is pretty. And then on the, what am I going to do on the outer part? I don't know. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Again, you don't have to put shimmer on here, or you could just do, you could do like Diamond Dew. That one would go nice. This one here would go nice. Even that red one. Like I said, I don't intend on using this one at all. There's also like this one and that like BT Gold one too. One of my coworkers, so some of my coworkers know I have a YouTube channel. I did not tell them the name of it. I went the other day before yesterday. I came home from work after like, oh, you should promote your YouTube channel at work. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want anybody that I work with watching my YouTube channel. I came home and I immediately took my name off my channel. Because I think I had my name. So I just straight up changed it to Canadian Beauty. I'm thinking it might be too late. Not the person who mentioned it might have already found it. Which if they did, they did. But I'm not promoting my YouTube channel at work. No, thank you. The fact that I even have a YouTube channel is almost laughable. I do feel a little bit embarrassed, actually, that I have a YouTube channel. Because it's like, it's just me doing my makeup. Now, do I want to... Okay, I'm gonna take this shade and this shade and put that right here. I'm debating if I want to put any shimmer out here as well. I know I keep adding more matte. It's okay. We're probably gonna end up smoking this out. So you definitely keep it like this. Or you can continue to go like I am and add more. It's definitely very purpley. Like I said, I have used this palette already. And I do find, generally speaking, I end up getting very similar looks with this palette. But actually, honestly, with a lot of palettes that I have, I do tend to get very similar looks. Not as like this one, but like for instance, the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette I used yesterday. I almost always end up with a very similar look every time I use that palette. This is pretty. Okay. If I wore false lashes, which I don't, I would definitely pull out some false lashes for this look. I'm gonna go into this shade and this shade. I thought I seen something. Maybe I seen the brush go over my eye. I'm just gonna take and blend out here. Just like that. So pretty. I'm not gonna put nothing extra on my finger, but whatever is left here, I'm just gonna kind of make sure it's blended. There we go. Into there. Alright, I do need mascara, and then we'll finish off the face. I like this brush. I am gonna dab. I feel like I see something. Oh yeah. I try to make sure I get all eye boogers out of my eyes before I sit down here. And if you like are like, oh, I wiped away what I had there, I'm just gonna go back into the white and that pink, whatever you want to call them, and look, you just reapply them. And then you can just go back into that purple, or that first shade. That's pretty. I'm gonna go into the shade here, Lavish. This one. I'm gonna dip into this one and this grayish one, and also put some of that right here. Here we go. I like this look. I used 11 shades out of here. Out of 18. Is that how many's in here? Yeah, 11 out of 18. Again, you don't have to do that. You can literally 2 or 3 shades and you're good. Alright, let's get mascara on. Do I want to open a new mascara today or no? Let's use this guy. You can always take your brush to right there in the middle. There you go. That's a nice brush. And you don't have to add, I am going to put some blush on, but you don't have to add blush with this look either. I feel like the bronzer is good. I feel like I want to do my nails later on today. Yeah, do I want to use this one? Yeah. I need a smaller mirror. Boy, oh boy, she is warm in here. But it's freezing outside, so the heat has to be on. I wonder if they have this one in brown or like a brown black. Can't remember. This is a really nice mascara. It's the Essence Lash Like a Boss. And it's this green one, this lime green. It's a nice mascara. It's really good. I know it's so silent. I'm talking to myself in my head as I do my mascara. I always find it. This is the side I slept on again last night. I always find the mascara never goes on the same on both eyes, but I think that's like for most of us. But it's still nice. Like, this is a good mascara. There's a hair on the tip of this. Oh yeah, so I brought up work earlier about not talking. Like, I want to stay out of the work drama stuff because some of the kids are just, I'm not even going to talk about, unless I'm saying like, oh, I had a good day at work, or I'm talking about a customer, I'm not going to talk about work anymore. Even though I don't give, like, I don't say anybody's name for the most part, just in case some of those teenagers, decide to try and figure out my YouTube channel, because one of them brought it up, and then I was like, no, I don't want nobody at work watching me on here. I mean, they wouldn't really get much out of it unless they want to learn how to do makeup. Not that I'm not a professional. I still feel like I have a lot of learning to do with makeup as well. I like the eyes. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty. I didn't have like, what do you call it? Brain fart. I didn't have like a thought of what I want it to look like. But let's see. We used these 3 shades. We used that shade. We used that shade. We used these 3, and then we used these 3. I bet you this shade here, oh, that'd be not very shimmery. You could have also put that in the front too instead of the purple. Then there is like this, could have done that one instead. So you just gotta picture it with that. They would all look nice. This you could have done, I could have done this one here. That would have also looked nice with that. This one just, I don't like how flaky this one is, but could have done that one in this look as well. And then the other one, what's that called? Does that say WS? It does too. Could have also done this one. That one's like pink. There's like a pink and gold in there. At least I think. Yeah, it's like pink and gold. Could have also done that. But yeah. Nice palette. So this is a reminder to me that I do like this palette. This is kind of why I'm not putting myself on a budget every month for this year. I am more so putting myself on a limit. Like, I don't want to buy too many items a month. I still don't know what that's going to look like for me, but like, for instance, like I said, I ordered 2 palettes for February. They're coming. What else do I buy this? What else will I buy this month? I don't know, but I don't want it to be a lot. But part of the reason too is because I have things like this. Like, I have stuff that I want to use, that I want to play with, because some stuff I don't remember if I like it or not. I was asked by a subscriber yesterday, what's my favorite lip gloss? I mean, when I read that comment, I was like, holy shit, what isn't my favorite lip gloss? I told her I have a lot of favorites. So my recommendation is, if you want to know what some of my favorites are, generally I do say, like, oh, this is a favorite of mine. I have a lot of favorites. I would recommend going and watching my favorites of 2024. It was posted like last month. It wouldn't take you very long to even find it in my in my videos. Yeah, I have a lot of favorite lip glosses. I have a lot of favorite. I mean, if I could only pick one, because I also have some ones that are newer that are also favorites. Like, I'm gonna say Lawless Forget to Filler in the shade Velvet, because I did buy a second one of that, and I'm almost done my second one. This one is not velvet, this one's lavender. Okay, lavender's still nice, but that's not a favorite. Where is velvet? It's down here. This is my second one. That's a favorite gloss. But then like you're like, this is a lip oil. Clearance Lip Comfort Oil. That's also, I mean, that's also a favorite. The In Beauty glazed lip oils. Those are favorites. Tower 28. Pat McGrath, but that's pricey. My favorite Pat McGrath gloss is this one here. Ooh, this one would be good today, but I'm thinking I had another one I was thinking of wearing today. This one here is my favorite shade, but this one also is a close second. What exactly is the name of these? Don't worry, I gotta do blush still. I still gotta finish my face, guys. But I want to say this before I forget. Pat McGrath, let's see, Lust Gloss Lip Gloss. Divine Rose is my favorite shade. And then when some of you guys know I really like pinky brown shades. So I've been working on trying to find like pinky brown, like this L'Oreal. Yes, so stunning. Yesterday I wore this one all day. Rare Beauty tinted lip oil. I know some people don't like these because they find they're drying. Again, what works on one person is not going to work on somebody else. So I watched somebody yesterday, Andrea. I know Andy knows who I'm talking about when I say Andrea. Every time I go to say her last name, I draw blanks. Anyways, she thinks these are overhyped because they dry her lips out and because no one talks about it. Well, maybe big YouTubers aren't talking about it, but I like talking about these. I like them. They don't dry my lips out. In fact, I applied this several times yesterday. They're thin. I like the fact that they leave a stain on my lips. I had Starbucks yesterday. The Starbucks lids are white. I put this on, went in order to drink, took a drink. Guess what? The product was not left behind on my cup. This is the shade Delight. I wore this one yesterday. This would go with today's look too, but I want to use a different lip product today. Where was I going with that? Yeah. So like what might dry out one person's lips might not dry out the next person's lips. So yeah, the Rare Beauty tinted, these dry her lips out. They don't dry mine out. So I wouldn't, and I think she says this too. Some stuff, take it with a grain of salt. Like, if you want to try it, don't go out and buy every shade. Pick one shade that you think you would use the most if you want to try it. See if you can get a mini, for instance, right? I think with any product, if you're not too sure, get a mini. This is a mini of the shade Happy. I didn't buy this as a mini. This came in a kit, but I was happy because, like I said, I really like the Rare Beauty tinted lip oils. I keep thinking to say Comfort, but it's not Comfort. It just says tinted lip oil. But yeah, like those are our favorite. The Tower 20, like yeah, I have a lot of, I like a lot of lip products. Okay, the Fenty gloss bombs, I really like those. My In Beauty ones, so I have two that are not open. I gotta go do that today. One that I don't want to open a new like the In Beauty glaze lip oils. I have one in Cinnamon Bun that's already open and it's almost gone. I have a backup of the same one. I don't want to open it until I find the other one, because I would hate to open a new one and then find the one that's already opened. But I really like those. They not only smell good, I like the shade that I have. Yeah. It's like when someone's like, what's your favorite of this? It's like, and then my mind's like, oh, I have so many. Like, I have surprisingly a lot of favorite lip products. Anyways, am I going to wear this one today? Because I was also thinking of wearing this Huda one. I did not think I was going to like the Huda Faux filler. Well, I'm going to put this one on so you guys can see what it looks like. I do need to finish put some blush on. So this is in the shade Flush 4, and it's a Pat McGrath Lust Gloss Lip Gloss. I think this one's darker than this one, but this one almost, like, this is so, I don't know. I can imagine, like, nothing on the eyes. I mean, it goes with this eye look too, but I like colors like this. Like these three right here. This one doesn't look as much like it, but it's also a pinky brown. I like pinky brown shades. Even though, like, this one might pull a bit more. This one feels like, to me, pulls a bit more brown. But I like it. I like it a lot. And I like the formula of this. It isn't thick. It isn't thick, but it isn't too thin either. But that's Flush 4. It makes me think of, like, the 80s or the 90s, like, brown eyeshadow, brown lip. I need to blush this color. Can you guys let me know? I've been asking for a long time. If any of you guys know blushes that are in these tones, like pinky browns, let me know, please. I like that color. This one from Huda. I know I only have two of these. One is Posh and one is Bombshell. This one I think is, that's upside down. This one's in Posh. So to me, this color is this color, but lighter. Man, oh man. I'm wearing this one today. I might actually end up wearing that one to work tomorrow too. We'll see. That needs to go in there. All right, we need to get some. Yeah, this is the shade Posh. Huda Faux filler. Again, it's one of those products, if you've never tried it, I had bought in, I think, I bought in one of them first, and then I used it, and I was like, I really like that. I think I got this one first, Bombshell, and then I bought that one. I recommend, if you want to try a new lip product, see if you can get a mini in a shade that you would use. And if they don't have minis, then only buy one in a shade that you know you would use. That way there, if you end up not liking it, or it's like, hopefully you'll use it up. I do not recommend anybody this year, let's stop buying multiples of the same product in multiple colors unless you know you actually like the product. For instance, lets me get some blush on. I have 2 of these. I am going to buy 2 more. I like the product. They're the Patrick Ta double take cream and powder blushes. I like them. Not everybody likes them, but I do. And I will buy more. Do I want to do the powder first or the cream?
Are you supposed to be doing this all day?
Maybe. This is the shade Not Too Much. I'm going to do the powder first, and then we'll do the cream over top. Sometimes I do the cream first and then the powder, but it's up to you guys. But yeah, I do have another one of this, and I am going to, there's 2 more shades I want to get, and then I'll probably call it done, unless he comes out with a pinky brown that I'm looking for. But I do not recommend buying multiples of the same product in every color, unless, again, you know you like the product, you know you'll use the colors that you get. Another product where I have a lot of the shades, the e.l.f. liquid blushes. I really like them. I use them. I like to use them solo. I like to mix the colors to create other colors. I think now, I mean, if you guys see my makeup collection, you guys, some of you guys know, I do have multiple colors of certain products because I like the products. But I do have a couple where I regret buying multiple shades because some of the shades look too similar, or I don't use the product as much because I bought into the hype. One of those items would be, I only have 2, but the Rare Beauty powder blushes. I don't have work, so if you're like, wow, it's taking forever, yeah. When I don't have to go to work, I'm usually in no rush to get ready with me done over with. But the Rare Beauty powder blushes, these ones specifically, I bought 2 shades, and I wish I only would have bought 1. I have Hope and Cheer. One's more pinky, one's more peachy, but I feel like at the end of the day, they both look the same. And I honestly don't like how they look on the cheeks. To me, I'd rather use these on the eyes. So to me, those were a waste. They were a waste of my money. Lawless Pinch My Cheeks. You guys see me use one the other day. I have Rosebud and Angel. Good products. I think I should have just bought 1 though, and not 2. They're good. It's a good product, but I don't reach for them very often. So I should have just bought, honestly, the Rosebud and left it at that. They're good. I'll use them up. I won't repurchase them though because I gravitate towards other stuff. Like, I have a few items like that where it's like, why did I buy multiples? This one, I almost bought all 3, but I bought 2. The Fenty, I was so excited for these. The Fenty Beauty Hot Cheeks Velour Blush Lighters. These are stunning, okay? But to me, they're stunning as eyeshadows. I will not use these on my cheeks. I think I have a time or two. Like during the summertime, I've used them on my cheeks. But for me, these are for my eyes. And these are, looking back, it looks like it's like light, medium, and dark. I did not need to get 2 of these. I could have just gotten 1. And I should have. Also, the packaging drew me in. Like, I have Baked Peach and Juicy Peach. They'll get used up, but it's gonna take forever. Anyways, that's just like a little tidbit. Alright, now I'm gonna go into the cream part of the blush for Not Too Much. and put that over top. I probably might go in with a highlighter as well. Yeah, like for instance, Merit lipsticks. I do have several Merit lipsticks, different formulas, but I actually enjoy the Merit lipsticks because to me they're not drying. On me, they're not drying. They feel very like a balm. I don't know if anybody else finds they feel balmy, but what highlighter do I want to use? So there's the blush. I will do some highlighter and some face powder as well. I'm gonna use this one since the it's Huda Luminous pressed powder. I have the shade 00 Porcelain. We'll try this out. I do have ones that are my go-tos, but we'll see how I like this. Not bad. It does, it says porcelain. Like, why are some of these saying they're porcelain, but I don't find they're porcelain? Like, I almost expect porcelain to be closer to transparent or translucent. These, do they not know what porcelain looks like? I don't find that to be porcelain. And I don't find this luminous either. Just like with the foundation today, is my skin just extra dry maybe? Maybe. I feel like I have a hair. Nothing extra on this brush. Oh yeah, there's definitely a hair. Highlighter. I do want some highlighter. I think tomorrow I might want to do like a brownie look. I'm going to use the Kylie Kylighter in the shade Princess Please. And I seen my highlighter brush earlier. It isn't sparkly or anything, it's just a nice light glow. I thank you guys for staying this long. I don't know. Do I still have a hair hanging down? Well, if I do, I do. I'm not dealing with my hair today. This is the final look. I like it. Yeah. Who knows what I'll do tomorrow? I do think tomorrow, though, I kind of want to do like a nice, like, monochromatic brown look, maybe. Does this shadow have a shift? I'm kind of curious if it does or not. Probably not. No, not really. It's pretty though. Oh my gosh, Tammy. I can't. All right, I'm gonna say it with me. Skedaddle. How many people get annoyed when people have something that they constantly say? Oh my gosh, I do have a hair hang down. Oh well. Skedaddle is just one of those words. It's in my head. I even say it at work when I'm leaving. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna skedaddle out of here, guys. I might just start saying toodly-doo. See you guys later. Adios, amigos. Alright. Anyways, alright is something I wish I would stop saying. It's almost as bad as like, Alrighty then. I'll say it anyways. I gotta clean these glasses. I am gonna scoot and boot it out of here and get my stuff done for the day. I wish I had more of an upper lip, but I don't. Anywho, I thank you guys for watching. If you stayed this long, thank you. If you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button so you guys, I don't know, can continue hanging out with me. That is a pretty eye look. It kind of looks like there's no shadow right here, but there is. I think it's because I have the purple dragged over on both. I don't know if you guys could see it. It's on the tip of my finger, but it's a pretty look. I would wear this look to work. That guy's still hanging out down there. I bet you that's going to be a popper by morning. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.